Hello, everyone. What's up, Mike? Mike's first one in here. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy SMD Q&A Sundays. Welcome. Back again. Get this mic up in here. Closer to me. Mike Rambo. What's up? Hey, don't think I ain't forgot about you, Mike. It's still going to be your turn. I don't care how much you avoid it. It's still going to be your turn. $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Still don't change anything. What's up, Amina? How you doing? I know. You notice how Mike always vanished now? Oh, man, I'm busy, man. Work, the corona, job loss, right. Volunteered you. Ain't that crazy? Get on in here. We're going to start in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, we're going to get started. All right, let me get some certain things set up here. Let me get my website scrolling along the bottom there. I don't know if did you guys recently check out some dude from some kind of velocity banking channel, man? He had left. Let me read. Let me just go to the Discord and read it while we wait. This dude says, and I posted it in the Discord server under, did I do it under miscellaneous? Yeah, I did it under miscellaneous, right? Dude from his website is the Velocity channel. He goes, love what you're doing for the velocity banking community. Keep it up. I said, hey, man, if I'm doing my part to help velocity banking do whatever velocity banking does, man, hey, man, do it. If I'm helping it, I'm glad I'm helping you guys. Velocity banking has absolutely nothing to do with what SMD does. So we are totally opposites. Hey, if it's helping you guys, great. But I think about it this way. You came all the way over to the SMD channel to tell me that. I will never go to your channel and leave any kind of comment. I have no reason to. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would I go for, hey, man, I love what Velocity Banking is doing for SMD. That'd be stupid because it's not doing anything for SMD. Oh, man, it's funny. Hilarious. All right, one more minute. We're going to get started here. I'm going to tell you the premise of the show, who I am, what I can do for you, what the SMD family can do for you, what the SMD channel can do for you, especially in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. No, even in a worldwide pandemic. All right. So get on up in here. Get started in 30 seconds. Let me double check over here. I gave plenty of notice this time. Plenty of notice. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Steven? Welcome. Glad you guys made it just in time. All right, so I'm going to get started. My name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. The debt matrix is a place. I know you're thinking, what the hell is that? From the movie The Matrix? No, this is different. It's sort of the same, but not. The debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and debt and financing everything in their lives that goes down in value, but yet they can't figure out why they're living paycheck to paycheck. I just can't figure out. It can't be the car payments. It can't be the phone payments. It can't be the furniture payments. It can't be the payments I'm making on the washer and dryer. What about those payments I'm making on my tires? Yeah, all that. Financing everything that goes down in value, but still just can't figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh my God, I don't get it. Anyway, I lived there for the first 40 years of my life, right? Before I woke up, found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey said, hey, LJ, take the math that you learned in elementary school. I said, in elementary school, Dave? He said, yeah. Elementary school. That's not verbatim. Okay. I'm just making that up. Right. But it's basically the same concept. He said, yeah, take that and apply it to your personal finances and you'll win with money. I said, okay, Dave, I'll try it. And I did. And now I'm free. I'm free. So now what I do, since I've experienced this unbelievable freedom, financial freedom is not having millions and millions and millions of dollars. Financial freedom is getting to zero. Because when I lived in the debt matrix, I was below zero. I was living in the negative all my life, but now I'm at zero. Now I'm financially free. So once I experienced that type of freedom, I was like, hey, man, I want everybody to feel this type of freedom. So what I do to help people become free, I expose what I call the glitches in the debt matrix. And the glitches in the debt matrix are things that don't make mathematical sense. Yet people continue to do them. They just keep on doing them. Financing cars, clothes, houses, shoes, watches, just whatever, right? And walk around and believe they own them. So and here's the glitch. Believing you're a homeowner with a 30-year mortgage. You finance a house for 30 years and you walk around calling yourself a homeowner. That's a glitch. Right? That's not things that don't make mathematical sense. You know that's not true. That's not mathematically true, right? And math and money are one. If math and money are one, they can't be separated. But the only thing that can separate math from money are feelings. Right? If math didn't exist, we wouldn't have the ability to count money. It just wouldn't exist, right? So the only thing so how you feel about money, like if you feel you're a homeowner, that's separating math from money. If you finance a car for 84 months and you really believe you got it on sale, that's a feeling. If you feel like you got it on sale after financing it for 84 months, you just separated math from money because that's not true, right? That's what I do. I expose the glitches. And so what I call, when I was in the debt matrix, I was what's called an unconscious slave. Unconscious, meaning walking around thinking I own everything when it wasn't mathematically true. So unconscious slaves, the only difference between a conscious slave and an unconscious slave don't believe in mathematics. Conscious slaves were once unconscious slaves, but they woke up and now they believe in mathematics and now they can see that they're in debt and they're doing whatever it takes to get out of debt. Okay. And then once you get out of debt, you become free. Once you're free, you become an alien. Okay. An alien is what that means is unconscious slaves don't understand aliens. We just believe in mathematics, right? You tell we don't finance cars. We don't finance anything that goes down in value. If we have a mortgage on a house, we don't believe we're a homeowner. We're loan owners until we pay it off. And then once we pay the loan off, and then we become homeowners. Right? Okay. So that's what I do. So there's my website scrolling on the bottom. And so what I did, once I became free, I created the SMD family, the SMD channel. Now it's not just me. I'm just the person. I'm just the bobblehead. I just talk, and there's other members. They're in the room. They're in the Members Only YouTube channel, SMD Members Only. It's not just me. It's multiple of us, multiple aliens that want you to be free just as us. But we don't sugarcoat things here. We just use mathematics. Math has no feelings. So if you come to this channel and you literally want to be free, you must leave your feelings at the door. Okay. As soon as you knock on the SMD door, the SMD channel, you must put your feelings under the mat because that belongs in the unconscious debt matrix. Okay. So you leave your feelings under the mat, come in the house, and then you get the real. Okay. We don't sugarcoat anything here. Okay. What's up, L. Marshall? What's up? What's going on? Kevin Jones, what's going on? All right. So what today is what is called Q&A Sundays. What that is you can come here and ask questions of me for absolutely free. Now, to get how to become financially free, personal finances only. Okay. Anything to do with personal finances will be answered mathematically. Okay. And all you got to do is believe in math. So this is how to determine if you are an unconscious slave. Okay. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Now, here's the glitch in the debt matrix that's going to switch you either to remain an unconscious slave or become a conscious slave. Now all you got to do is believe your math. So savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. That's 9 times out of 85% of people in the US. If they do that, they'll be in a negative. If you look at that number and you don't believe that you're in the negative, even though you see it and add it up with your own fingers, and you don't believe the math, you will remain an unconscious slave. If you see that number and you believe it, now you become a conscious slave, because you're going to do anything and everything to get that from the negative to the positive. Okay, this is math. Math is an exact science. Math is never wrong, ever, ever wrong. But if you choose to not believe in math, the banks will have a solution for you. So, for example, if you have a 20-year-old student loan and you decide you want to go get a mortgage, and you go get a mortgage from the bank and you believe you're a homeowner, the bank will help you make you believe that you're a homeowner, because they know if you haven't paid off a student loan, a 20-year-old student loan, you definitely ain't gonna pay off a 30-year house, 30-year mortgage. So you will remain renting from the bank your entire life. Okay, calling yourself a homeowner. It's crazy. Okay, now I'm going to put the link inside of the chat. If you would like to come up and ask either me a question, or maybe you want to ask SMD family member you hear speak all the time, maybe, who knows? But we'll let me make sure this thing is not, because last time when I put, okay, there it goes. All right, cool. All right, so there's the link. If you would like to ask me a question, please do. You can do it in the chat. You can throw a super chat up, get your question right to the top if there's multiple questions. Here is my Cash App. Thank you, Nicer, as always. If you're new to the channel, don't be shy. I'm here to help. I want you to be free. I want you to be part of the SMD family. My main objective is to help people become financially free. Help people understand that it doesn't take millions of dollars to become free. You just got to get to zero. That's it. You know, if you're making car payments, you're an unconscious slave. Only unconscious slave finance cars. Okay. If you believe it takes 30 years to pay off one house, you're an unconscious slave. 30 years? You don't believe in yourself enough that say like the houses, say like you wanted to get a house and it was $200,000. You don't believe you'll make $200,000 in 30 years of your life? 30 years. 30 years of your life, you don't believe you can make $200,000. See, that people don't really understand. Only unconscious slaves think like that. That's just crazy nonsense. Okay. What's up, Cosmic? How you doing? See, Cosmic's problem. You know what your problem, Cosmic, is? You never show up because you always trying to make all the money. You want to get all the money and not leave any money for anybody else. That's your no. I'm just. I love messing with Cosmic. Kevin says it's crazy watching football in empty stadiums. I didn't know football was back on. Are they playing now? I don't. Well, see, I've never followed sports anyway, so I didn't know. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts. But see, this is the deal, though. This is what I now understand. The NFL knows that eventually it's going to open back up. You see the new CDC numbers; they were drastically wrong, or whatever. I think it's all bullcrap anyway. But pretty soon, all they got to do is just say, "Hey, it's okay for everybody to come back in the stadiums," and the fans, they're going to go back to the stadiums like nothing ever happened. I want you guys to see what's going to happen. It's going to slowly go back to like nothing ever happened. Straight up. Oh, Fresh, what's up, man? Damn, man, you have been vanished. Long time no see, man. I hope you're doing good. Man, I gotta check in up on you. You know what I'm gonna reach out and ask you. I hope you understand what question I'm gonna ask you, Fresh. I've been busy this upcoming week doing repairs on 2 houses, the rehab and my rental. See what I'm saying? She just all about the money. Give me all the money. I want it all. I want it all. Any questions? The link is in the chat. I'm going to keep posting it. and we're going to go as long as there are questions, and we are 14 minutes in, so we're going to go 1 hour. We got 45 minutes left. If there's no questions, I'm not going. No more 3-hour sessions. I used to do 3-hour sessions all the time, but I can't do that anymore. You know, but if it goes, hey, if it keeps coming like that, we can go 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't care, as long as they're questions. All right. Yeah, I know. You know a question on my ass. I hope you're ready. All right. Any questions? Any questions? If you're new to the channel, don't be shy. And if you're new to the channel and you like it and you want to see me collab with somebody, maybe you follow somebody else you follow on YouTube, hey man, shoot them my way or shoot me their information, vice versa, whatever. I love collabing with like-minded people or even opposite thinkers of me. It doesn't matter. I don't really care, you know. Nice says, stop provoking the sharks, LJ. Are there sharks in the water? Hey, man, I'm swimming it. Hey, check this out. I'm swimming in a debt matrix, and I know there's sharks, but they don't bite because they know who I am. They know who I am. Hey, that's LJ. We can't bite him. No, you can't. LJ, how have you been? What you been up to? I've been, I have been with my girlfriend doing her thing, helping a lot with her. And I've been transforming. All right. That's the best. And I'm going to talk about that in the members only, because out here, you guys won't really understand it, nor do I want to explain it out here. You know, it's a whole different world. And I am going to do a members only video to kind of talk about it with you guys, that people that understand. It's like an amazing transformation. I can't explain it, but it's a good one. Okay. It's good. It's a good thing. Oh, okay. Oh, there's Fresh. Hold on. Let me bring him up. There you go. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you been?
I've been working, man.
I know you've been doing something. You like vanished. First you was in them streets doing video after video after video, and then poof. I was like, uh-oh, what's going on? I know you didn't stop. I knew you've been up to something. What's going on? What you been doing, man?
Yeah, and then Corona hit, bro. So I just been doing like podcasts with Replicate content, dating guys, and we have our own podcast now, Tuesday and Thursday on my channel, CEO Lifestyle. So I've been doing that, helping guys with girls and like, you know what I'm saying, progressing in life.
Is that on YouTube?
You, man?
Is that
it's on YouTube. If you type in
what is it called again?
CEO Lifestyle.
CEO Lifestyle. Okay. CEO.
Yes, it's
okay, cool.
Yeah, and so basically just been doing that, and like the foundation is that, like, you know what I'm saying, I became debt free at one point because of you, and it helped me, like, invest in my business, and from there kind of like blew up. So now we have like a whole bunch of patrons, we have a bunch of followers now for the podcast. Wow. And it's because like I learned from you how to be debt free. I was able to, like, you know what I'm saying, learn and put some money towards that. So thanks to you, bro.
Nice, man. Hey, man, out of all the people, I'm happy as hell for you, because hey, I always tell people this. I go back and look at Fresh's very first video.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous in the car with the dog. Now you just exploded totally 360, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, what's up with you, man? I see you've been kind of doing your thing too, but behind the scenes a little bit, right?
Yeah, I've been behind the scenes a little bit. I've been letting it's been a lot of SMD family members that have been coming on doing their thing, like Hyphy, Cosmic, been coming on and doing the channel, right?
Yeah, actually, Nicer comes into some of the podcasts and stuff like that too. So I've seen her a lot. She's always in there too. So nice. Shout out to Nicer.
Okay. Yeah, I just been doing my thing. I've been doing some transformation thing and sharing a lot of that inside stuff that a lot of people don't really understand in the members only area. Of the YouTube channel, because those guys will really understand, the background stuff. You can't really talk that alien talk. You know what I'm saying? That you can't talk.
Keep it behind the paywall.
Correct. Exactly, man. Exactly.
Okay. Man, so, question for you, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, what's your opinion on this pandemic? Are we going to be in a worse state when this is finished, or do you think that like from here on out is going to be like this way forever? What do you think?
This is my opinion. Okay. I believe the pandemic was just the key used to start the new economy. Now we have a new economy. It's never going back to the way it was before. It's never going back to that ever. And this was just the key to start it. Like a few years ago, the tax system was overhauled after 50 years, right? And so the tax system matched the old economy, right? So now that the new economy is here, the new tax system now matches the new economy. See what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
It's never going back to the way it was before. It's totally changed. Now businesses got people home. Now they're going to slowly turn them from W-2 to 1099, just so they can catch up with like Amazon, Uber, making all this money with no official employees.
You know, it's funny. I feel like this was a whole like agenda, so to speak, to like bring about certain things, especially with the economy, and also like, you know what I'm saying, out of control. And like now I'm telling all my friends do something that's online, because online businesses like have been booming for the most part because of this. So anything online could do pretty well, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's online is just the way to go. You have to do that. You have to evolve, right? And you got to remember, being debt free, we have the advantage, right? And I know you could see this by now. You have the advantage. You can see a lot of things that a lot of people cannot see. Because I'm curious, like, you've been out there doing your thing now, right? Now you speak, not only do you speak debt, you speak debt free. How are you, like, you interacting with a lot of content creators?
Yeah.
And do you come across and see that they're completely in debt, but they don't know? You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like they're not aware. They think it's normal. And like, you know, Solo and them and all those boys, like, they're all my boys, you get me? Like, we talk all the time. But a lot of them have like a lot of issues, bro. Like, I mean, look, I'm not perfect by any means, but like they just have like a lot of like stuff going on. And it's like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You should be working on getting yourself debt free, because at the same time it's like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You need to put that money back into your business and push it forward. That's why like a lot of these guys, like, they don't upgrade their equipment. They don't have like a lot of stuff they could work on because they don't have the money to do it. And I get it. Like, even me, like, it took some time for me to build up. But you know what I'm saying? Once you're debt free to an extent, you can kind of like put the money towards what matters, build up your business, scale it, and then just blow it from there, you know?
Now, tell me this. Do you ever talk to anybody else about being debt free? Does that conversation ever come up, or do you kind of hint around it and just stop when they don't get it? So how's that work for you?
When I do my consults, I try to tell guys, like, you know what I'm saying, you need to work on three things: your mindset, your money, and then also your mindset, money, and then fitness. But for the most part, the money's gonna be important because that's your foundation. So I don't per se always say debt free, but I just say like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, you need to be making money that's gonna help you proceed and kind of make like a kind of like passive type of income. But yeah, I should have said that more often with being a debt free, because the thing is, I know most people, like, I say that, they're gonna be like, oh, I hear you, but they don't really know what that means. So until you know what it means, then it's like, okay, cool. So I gotta send them to your way first, and then go from there, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell me this: being debt free, how has it helped you with your podcast and your business? Has it kind of explain to me how it helped you excel?
Look, man, I got a whole studio here, man. You see the mic?
It looks good. I mean, I see that you got the exact same mic I got right now.
Okay, open up the StreamYard, like make it a little bit bigger.
Oh wait, okay, hold on.
I'm gonna try to
how to do that. Let me see. How to do that? Okay.
Right. So like, normally I have like a lot more stuff here, but like, if you could see, oh no, can you see? I have like another light here.
Okay.
I'm saying I have an Elgato protector here. So I have a bunch of equipment now. I got.
Oh, you got that Elgato stream thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why your videos are damn clear. Oh,
yeah, super clear, bro.
Okay.
So now I'm official. I'm official like a whistle. So, but that's thanks to being like, you're being able to be debt free and also have that like money to invest. And for the most part, even connecting with people that, you know what I'm saying, saw my lifestyle. I got a friend, Myron Gaines, shout out to him. He's going to put me on to like this whole, like, you know what I'm saying, being better quality, having better equipment, because people want to see better quality. So being debt free gives you the opportunity to, like, you know what I'm saying, invest in your business, like I said before, and then from there you can move forward. Because I feel like people want to invest before they're debt free. Even like me, I made that mistake, like, you know, with the property. But now it's like, okay, cool, back to normal, and then good to go from there.
Okay, so tell me this: what kind of camera do you have hooked up to your Elgato?
I have a Sony A6400. So I use that for pranks. I use that for like interviews. I use that for podcasts, everything.
You got the 50mm lens on it, bad boy, or what lens you got on
I
it?
have the 55.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at Fresh. Oh my God, from the car to the studio.
Yeah, man. It's funny, but because remember you always said like, oh, my first video like was kind of like shaky with me and my dog. As you see right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like you know what I'm saying. Having that foundation correct helps you go a long way. So, yo, I want to see your face, bro. What's up, man?
Man, I just got out the shower, man. I ain't curled my head. I mean, I got all my hair grayed up, man. I can't get on camera right now. Let me see. Let me just focus it on my head. Let me see. 1 second. Okay.
Yeah, folks, get the likes up. Folks, get the likes up. We're at 23 watching.
There we go. See, I ain't at my normal station.
It's all good, man. It's good to see see LJ, Uncle LJ in the building. Yo, I think Nicer had a question. She's asking she's asking question for Fresh. How did LJ's channel help you? Oh, was that earlier? Yeah. So basically, for LJ helping me, it was kind of like I saw his content. You know, I was kind of skeptical at first. I was like, who is this guy? Why is he giving advice? And then it hit me like, yo, like he's a real deal Holyfield, because everything I was doing wrong, he pointed out. And he didn't even know me. So I said, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? I want to do a consult with you. I kind of want to learn from you.
Yeah.
And could you hook it up? So he called me, made sure I was the right fit for his consult.
Mm-hmm.
We linked up. And in less than like an hour, I already knew what I needed to do to like kind of like move forward with my life. And I was kind of like in a slump. I was kind of like in this phase of like just, you know, trotting along, going with the flow. But that was not my purpose. That was not like my mission. I knew what I was supposed to do, but I just didn't know how to get out my situation. And I spoke to him, and literally like I think I had like $8,000 in credit card debt or something like that. I had a bunch of stuff, a personal loan, and then he helped me like realize, you know what? Here's the game plan. It's what I need to do. And boom, now I'm here talking to you in a nice studio, a nice condo apartment. If you guys see the view, is amazing. Thanks to my friend Casey and all that. But like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Having that foundation is very important. And once you have that, you can spread your wings and fly away. So
that's crazy, man. I think people don't really understand how far you've come, man. It's just crazy, man. It's just, bro. I always push people back to your first video. I want them to see your first video to where you at today.
Yo, LJ, check out my new channel, bro. It's growing so fast, bro. Look, you see my brand now? CEO, control every opportunity. That's my brand, bro.
Oh.
You see? You can see it.
Oh, okay. Because you've been rocking CEO for a minute.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let me see. Okay, is that your channel that you just sent to me, right? Is that you? Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, let me copy and paste this thing real quick here. All right, so everybody can now this is your link to your new channel.
Yeah, bro. And like,
okay,
dude, I gotta bring you on for a podcast for real, bro.
Yeah, man. Please, I would love it.
I had Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham. I had John from Bulldog Mindset, and of course my boy Myron Gaines. So
I don't know who those people are, but I'll check it out. I'm not sure who those people are.
Yeah, they're more like in the manosphere. It's kind of like a bunch of guys that, you know what I'm saying, teach guys how to talk to girls and how to like progress in life and become a better male. So, and your content kind of talks about that too, because kind of like, you know what I'm saying, becoming a better person overall, having your finances in order. So that's very important too for our spare.
Yeah, I've been slowly trying to break out to more to like help people understand it's just more than just debt. It helps you in many other aspects of your life, because I was I started a series of I forgot exactly what it was called. How to, if somebody, you guys can remind me anyway, to help you, like, men understand that once you become debt free, it's going to help you with women, because you're like, for example, you're never going to take a woman seriously if she got $100,000 in student loan debt and she don't care about having it, right? You'll never legally tie yourself to a woman like that, right? You won't get a woman pregnant like that or have a child by a woman like that, because she's in debt. She's a slave. You won't tie yourself to a slave. So I was kind of just like get into other aspects of it.
Exactly. And it's funny because like even navigating now, like I don't take any chick serious unless she has her stuff in order to an extent,
Right?
Or she's working on it. If she's not and she's broke, like I'm not gonna take her serious. And even that alone has saved me a lot of headaches. And like my boys can tell you like I got like a lot of things I got to filter out in terms of like girls that come to me, and it's like, okay, is she in debt? Is she working towards her goals? Is she like, you know what I'm saying, having her own business and stuff like that? If she doesn't, then I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. But I know what's gonna happen, so I don't ever like, how to put this, commit without having that first, you know what I'm saying, step first.
What kind of questions do you ask them? Like when it seems to be going a direction, what kind of questions do you start out with, or do you just observe her lifestyle and how she's? Because remember, she don't speak debt free. You know, people in debt don't speak debt free, so they don't know what they're saying. So give me a kind of idea of what you do or what you listen for.
That's funny. Nicer said debt-free alphas. There you go.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's what the series, that the name of the series of videos that I just started. Debt-free alpha male.
Yeah, because so whenever I meet a chick, man, I give her like an interview. So normally it goes like trying to figure out if you're a good guy. I'm trying to figure out if she's the right girl for me. And first thing I ask the girl is like, yo, like, what's good? You're mad cute, whatever. But yo, what do you do for work? And she'd be like, oh, I don't work. I'm like, interesting. We live in this nice apartment. Who's paying for it? Oh, you know, I got friends to help me out. I'm like, friends? Sounds like a sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? Good. So that's one thing. And then two, I'll be like, okay, so since you don't work, like, you know, how do you make money? Oh, I do OnlyFans. I'm like, all right, bro. I already know where I'm going with this one. Like that's a red flag for me. I mean, look, I don't judge anybody for doing it, but it's kind of like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? And then I'll be like, okay, what are your goals? Oh, I'm just going with the flow. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know?
Now, are you saying this in your head or are you saying this out loud?
She would never know how I feel.
Okay.
Because it's in my head. I'm just like, okay, X. Because see, the thing is, LJ, girls can have standards, but guys, we can't have standards. But in my book, I got standards to a point. I mean, I'm not like very like cutthroat. I'm more like, okay, we could chill, hang out. I might, you know, do the whole thing, but I'm not gonna stay around because what's the point of staying around, you know? But hey, man, it's part of the game, and vice versa. A girl doesn't want a bum dude that doesn't have his stuff together. So why do I want a chick that doesn't have? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mind helping somebody come up if they're working on it, but they just expect me to pay all the bills. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be that dude. You get me? So.
No, ain't that dude, man. I will never be that dude. Never be that dude ever. Yeah. Especially I'm debt free. That's very difficult to explain to. I mean, I'm with like the woman I'm with now. I always tell that story. I asked to see her personal credit report. And people crack up. They're like, LJ, are you serious? I said, hell yeah, I'm serious. I did. I asked to see her personal credit report. And she was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I do. I want to see it. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. That is tough. Actually, I did a video about what not to do on a date on my channel too as well. Because someone asked in the chat, Amina, she's like, what are the green flags when dating a woman? I'll share real quick. Can I share my screen real quick?
How do I don't know how do I do that? How do I get you to
if you click my name, you're gonna see like a bubble that says add to screen or low screen at the bottom. Yeah, I'm not gonna StreamYard.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, man, I didn't know you're doing things I didn't know you could do. Wow, okay, cool.
Yeah, man, I'm learning, bro. I kind of picked it up pretty quickly. But yeah, bro.
Nice. Okay.
So see, bro. Remember my first videos used to get like maybe like 100 views. Now with this type of topics is blowing up, bro. So I'm just covering like kind of like what guys can do. You know what I'm saying? Foundation is game, social media, how to slide in girls' DMs, dating and diamonds with the time. Because a lot of these guys, they want to date girls, bro, but they're not ready for them. So especially hot girls, bro. They only date the top 10% of guys. They don't date like regular guys, bro. So if you're working at CVS, I'm sorry, bro. She doesn't want you. You know what I mean? Get your money up. Become debt free.
Look at CEO. Holy shit.
Yeah, but LJ.
I like those thumbnails. I like those telling the truth, though. Yeah, I mean, Fresh Prince CEO definitely telling the truth from a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
And a lot of dudes want to date women, but you have no financial foundation, and then you want to say women are tripping. But what are you bringing to the table, and vice versa?
Exactly.
You know,
because honestly, I mean, like I get it, right? Like, what if you're a chick, you don't want to be with a guy that has nothing going on for themselves. I mean, when you're young, you might, you know what I'm saying, play around a little bit. When you get older, you get like more like, why is you like, wait, what's this guy really doing for me? I'm the one doing everything. Like, why am I taking care of him? A man's role is supposed to take care of a woman. Period. So if you can't do that, like, you know what I'm saying, I get why girls don't want to date bums, because you know it makes sense. So,
man, look at this, and you master StreamYard. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
And as a woman, I think, you know, Fresh Prince CEO gave you guys a cheat code. If you want to get women, focus on yourself, build yourself up, and women will come by default.
Exactly.
You have it in reverse. You want women and don't want to put in work on yourself when you can focus on yourself, and that'll just be a natural. That's like a side effect of having your stuff together.
Preach.
By the way, that's cosmic. That's cosmic wisdom.
Oh, that's cosmic?
Okay. Yeah, that's cosmic. That's cosmic.
Oh, it's Mina's campaign manager. We're gonna make it happen, Mina. We got to get this pack started for 2024.
Okay.
But yes, Fresh Prince, I wanted to hop on because you asked how, from like a business perspective, how things are doing. And I have a couple of businesses, and I just started my third LLC, and it's kind of like you have winners and losers. So a lot of people that put in that structured, the people that I see that are thriving, they already had an online presence before the pandemic, and during the pandemic they just made it bigger. And you know, they are even scared. I just came back from lunch, LJ, with a business owner. He bought his competition in my city. He has no competition now because he bought his competition. And he was saying, you know, I don't even like telling people that I'm doing this good because the narrative is people are doing so bad in these times. And that is not the case for some. Now, the people I see that are struggling is exactly what you said, Fresh Print. They were not adapting to change. They did not have an online presence. They didn't have strong marketing. They didn't have cash reserves. So they were already shaky. The pandemic just, whatever state you were before the pandemic, it just
flushed them out.
Exemplified.
Flushed them out.
Flushed them out.
Yeah.
Flushed them out.
So if
So
you
those
were,
people that are
if you're
faking
on a good path before, you know, you're doing great. But if you're shaky before, you're doing worse now, is what I see where I live.
If you notice, Amina, right? The people that were faking it are trying to look good are now out the window, and people that were actually building up are now shining because they were the ones putting in the groundwork. Yeah. And like Elder says, like your foundation is your finances. If that's not in order, like, I mean, look, everyone can't do it as fast as they need to, but at least work on it so that by the time things happen, you're in a less dire state than you were before, you know?
Man, I'm proud of you, man. I am proud of you, Fresh, man. I knew you vanished, but I knew you wasn't just sitting around, man. I knew you just wasn't sitting around, man. And this is crazy, man.
Yeah, man, I got you as a mentor, bro. My boy Casey Brown, my boy Myron Gaines, they'll help me become like a better person. So like I'm learning now how to be a real man, you get me? So helping other guys too as well.
Yeah. That's great. Has your mom now, since the pandemic, has your mom been back up? Because I know your mom comes up and sees you. I know she got to be proud of you, man.
Bro, like I want to show her the condo, the pool, jacuzzi, everything, the view. But she was supposed to come, but because Corona, she can't come because there's like a stipulation where you have to wait 14 days to even like leave the country. So it's kind of like, you know, but yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough.
Nice, man. No, I'm happy for you, man. I really am. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
No, keep going. It's tough, but keep going, because whatever you're laying down now is going to be exemplified 3 to 4 years from now. That's how I feel. So I'm still LJ. That's why you haven't seen me on all your live screens, because I've been busy.
Oh, I know you have. I know you've been doing what you do. I know you've been doing your thing, Cosmic. I know that.
I want people to look at the pandemic and think everybody's doing bad, because, you know, whatever you think will be your reality. So I try to tell people, don't accept on the negativity that they want to tell you in the news, because that will be your reality. You got to still work hard and stay focused, and you can create your own reality. You know, I like working because I'm doing what I like to do. So I know not everybody has that luxury, but I don't even think of it as work because, you know, I just happen to get paid for this. But, I like the process regardless of the money. The money's nice. I'm not going to lie to you. But I like the process of doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Right.
Wow. Okay. CEO too, man. That's crazy. You guys, I love when SMD family members doing their thing, man. I do. It makes me feel good, and you know, I love it here because people, when you say that you're happy that when I say I'm happy that you guys are doing, you guys genuinely know that I'm happy for you. You know, freedom.
And you know what the sad part of it is today? A lot of business owners are even scared to just tell people how good they're doing and how happy they are, because they just don't want to be perceived as not being caring. There's a lot of people going through some real stuff, and I'm not downplaying that at all. But it's, you know, a lot of the people I network with actually today were scared to talk about how they doing, because that's the narrative, which is kind of messed up.
Yeah, man, because I feel like, especially like the young guys out here, man, like it's tough because like you see people online living their lifestyles, having fun. Most of them are in debt or in trouble, but the guys that are out here, like, you know what I'm saying, hustling, doing it the right way, like we're kind of like in the shadows, so we don't get like all that spotlight. So my thing is like, I think she has, how old am I? 27. But yeah, man, like I say all the time, LJ, like I came from the seed. You're the seed, bro. You're the foundation.
I appreciate it, man. I do. I'm humbled by that, man. I'm humbled by that for real, man. I am. I'm really humbled by it. Especially, I'm happy, especially at your generation, man. I imagine if somebody would have told me this information at 27, I would have been a monster, killing the game, man.
Because I always wish that, like, I knew this like I like 18, like Gabriel Reyes. I remember that guy from your live chats.
Gabriel,
young, man.
Yeah, he's young.
So he's lucky, man, to have this that early.
I'm surprised he's not in here. He's usually in here. Gabriel ain't here though.
Yeah. So what's the topic for today, bro? Just like random or just like
Q&A Sundays where people can come and ask questions on how to become financially free, like this SMD lifestyle, how to do it, what's it like? You know, just some people don't even know they're in debt, so I kind of help them understand what that means, because it means a lot of different things to people, but I give them an answer mathematically so they can get it.
So let me ask you, from my standpoint, then, like, can you be an alpha male and still be in debt?
Yeah, but you can't be a debt-free alpha male. There's two different types: a debt-free alpha male and there's an alpha male. Debt-free alpha males know about alpha males, but alpha males that are in debt don't know about debt-free alpha males.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know we exist. I mean, an alpha male can see you and he can say, oh, CEO is an alpha male, but he doesn't know you're a debt-free alpha male because he don't know debt-free even exists.
Right.
It's totally different. But an alpha male doesn't know that.
He's in his own world, basically.
He's in his own world. He still gets girls or whatever a regular alpha male does, right? But it's a whole different world to be a debt-free alpha male.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. See, so they don't. You come across an alpha male, he don't know your world, but you know his. See what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay, cool.
And so I'm just trying to push that a little bit. And like if you do I would love to come on your show and talk about the difference between the two. And then even have alpha males come on the show and ask me a question. Maybe they want to ask me, hey, what's the difference? And then I'll tell them.
Because I had a millionaire, John from Bold on Mindset on last interview. And he's talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, before you invest, you should have at least like 100K or so saved up before you invest, because investing 10, 20K isn't that like, you know what I'm saying, powerful. But he said for inflation and for like right now, the best target right now is between 3 million to 5 million. He said if you ever got that amount, you put in property and you do it the right way, it can pay you like, I think 330K per year. sorry, no, yeah, 330K per year, which is more than enough for you to like live off of, like, you know what I'm saying, comfortably. So yeah, man, like just stuff like that, like I'm learning too as well. After I got the foundation in order, so it helps, man. He's an alpha male. He's killing it. He's retired basically, but he just does YouTube videos for like fun. He's a really cool dude.
And see, I like recently, I look at, I look more at just personal finances. I don't really go into the business side of things, just personal finances. For example, I say for me, I tell young people, get a paid off house will give you returns back every single month, because you'll be doing something that millions of people do not, that have rent and mortgage. You won't. So that means, say, for example, if the average, say like in your neighborhood, the average mortgage payment was $2,000 a month. Okay. Say like it was $2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
You have a paid off place, 2,000 times 12, whatever that is, you will now make whatever 2,000 times 12 is more per year than the average, because you don't have rent or mortgage. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That makes sense?
And LJ, I mean, Fresh Prince, look at your monthly expenses, because that's your end goal, is to have enough income to pay for your monthly overhead. So take your monthly income times 12, and that should be what your initial investment is. I don't believe in people saying you need to have 300K or 500K, because they don't know your market. Like, I know you're in Miami. My rental property, I have a mortgage on, it's 300. That will never happen in your market in Miami. But I can get, I'm getting $1,250 off that 300 right now. That you will not find that in your market. So be wary of people giving you hard numbers.
Hold on,
where you are.
I'll take a verify this. I got a property, 3-unit, a multifamily for 310K last year. So you can find them, but it's very rare. You're right. It's very rare though.
Yeah. But I know, like, I'm in the Midwest. I'm from DMV though, and I worked in Miami, down there too. So I know your market. And that's why I don't like it when people say you need to have this much money or that much money, because you got to ask, do they know your monthly expenses? Do they know where you live? So why should you be adhering to these generic prescriptions? So I just tell people.
It's very general.
Yeah, I'll just tell people, control your monthly expenses, right? And try to get those down. And LJ, that's why I like LJ's channel, because a lot of monthly expenses goes towards debt. But if you can lower your monthly expenses, you won't need all of these arbitrary numbers. You can tailor it to what you need.
Yeah, that's why I like LJ, because like he goes into your personal finances and gives you a personal, like, you know what I'm saying, a consult, which is what you need, because people can talk general all day until you get like a personal, like, one-on-one, then you know what you have to do. Because I didn't know what I had to do. I kind of had to like figure it out. Thanks to LJ, he helped me figure it out like really, really quickly, and then helped me from there. But like in the very beginning, it was very general for me, so I didn't have like a precise plan for my finances. You get me? So
I always know, like when I first talk to Prince, and I always tell people this: when I talk to people, I listen for the pauses. The pauses, when I talk to people, that's when I know they get it. Those are the pauses in the debt matrix. When I first started talking to Prince, I was like, "Hey, man, just add up your savings and debt, and this is what you have." He was like, "Oh,
yeah."
It was funny.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, it's like, oh, damn, nobody's ever told it to me like that. I was like, I know, nobody ever told me like that either. That's why I'm sharing it. And then you took off from there, man.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm all about.
That's funny.
Income. I'm all about phantom income, doing the opposite of the majority, right? So if there's trillions of dollars in mortgage debt, I don't get mortgage debt. If there's $1 trillion in student loan debt, I don't have student loan debt. If there's trillions in car loan debt, I don't have car loan debt. So all that trillions of dollars is I'm not part of any of that. You do the opposite of that. Life is very, very cheap, very, very free. See what I'm saying?
Right. All right.
I'm trying to say, don't be average. Like, average sucks. I don't care what numbers you look at. Average, whether it's finances, health. If you ever looked at those numbers, they suck. So average is not where you want to be. Average is painful to me. So that was never my goal to do the average,
Yeah,
across anything.
definitely, Cosme, you are special because most women don't think like you do. So that's
No,
good.
French Prince, you don't even know the women I hang with. Like, I think a lot of men turn off women like me because we listen to what you say. You'll be amazed at the people of the women that's running. Like, there's a black woman younger than me. She's a hard money lender. She's lending out $3 million cash. I think she's like 29. So, you don't know when you're running across a debt-free woman, because a lot of words men say to women, you don't even know who you're talking to. You may have lost a real one because you're categorizing women as women. I don't talk about men as men. I learn men as individuals. And I think that's one thing I don't see across both sexes. That goes from women and men.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't, like I said, I'm not average. I've never been average, so I'm not trying to speak with women in general.
Yeah.
But just, I see that as a mistake, because you don't know. You may be saying these generalized women, and you may run across my friend as a hard money lender. She's sitting on $3 million cash a year, and what you think when you say that? How she's gonna look at you? She's gonna say, "Swipe to the left with you."
Well,
right?
I will say this though, because here's a misconception. Like most guys do not want a woman that has her own money. Most guys want a girl that's young, that's gonna listen, and can kind of like how to put this.
She is the sweetest thing. She's the sweetest thing, and she grows, she sews, she crochets, she cooks from scratch. Like, women are in more than one box. We just happen to make money too, because we ain't trying to be on OnlyFans to pay our bills and get sugar daddies. So I hear what you're saying, that men don't want women with money, but women want money to live. It's a balance.
Precious out in these young streets, though. Precious out in these young streets.
Yeah, I'm a millennial. I'm actually out here, you know what I'm saying, doing the thing, So I got to keep it 100.
Her 29 too. 29. I think she's still a millennial. I don't know how the oldest millennial. You have the young ones.
Yeah, like I'm talking like 18, 19, 20.
Oh yeah.
No, but
you just gonna have to get what you take at that age. They don't even know themselves at that age. So
right.
Yeah. No. But if I was looking for like a wife or something like that, then yeah, I'll be looking for an older, saying someone that's more mature. But I'm just trying to like do my business and make money and have some little fun on the side,
Yeah.
Well,
so
not
like they even near that area.
In those MIA streets, that's all. Let's have fun.
Hey man, your boy's young. But yo, I'm about to get some lunch right now with a friend, some brunch, and
all right,
I'm gonna head out. But yo, nice talking to you, LJ.
Hey man, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
And I appreciate you, man. I'm just happy you're doing good, man. You're smiling, you're looking good, camera's looking good, everything, man. Your brand's blowing up. Congrats, man.
No problem, bro. Appreciate it. Yo, but I'm gonna hit you for the interview though. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a panel. I'm gonna have some alpha males in there. I'm gonna have you in there. Okay. We're gonna talk about what it means to be an alpha male and also be debt free. So we'll make that happen.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, dude. So we'll catch up,
man. Thanks for jumping on, man.
No problem. SMD family, I'm out of here. Peace out.
All right, later, man.
Later.
That was cool, man. That was really cool. What's up? What's up? Mecca says, I have a question, LJ. Should I buy a house off the city auction while paying off debt? I'm in a union. I only have to pay half the bid. I work 70 hours a week, a lot of OT, and have the side business. This is what I said, Mecca, and I'm going to take all the complexity out of your question. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have for a house. All right. So now you tell me, are you ready to buy a house, not only from an auction, from anywhere? It could be a tax lien. It could be, a foreclosure. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have for a house. So you tell me, Mecca, do you have money for a house? I try to take out all the complexity. All right. I try to take it all out. Snuggle says she does not understand where you okay, he's talking something else. Trying to have fun. Yeah, Fresh is about hey, 27, you're having fun. Okay. Enjoy life. Do your thing. Worry about that other stuff later. Any man who looks for older women, when he gets older, she's just going to be old. I'm not sure what that means, Snuggles. Cosmo says, see the men talking on both. Right. It's going south. It's going. That's why I'm not really into these type of, okay, put it this way. When it comes to these men and women talks, I'm going to just talk about myself. Listen, if I was single, I know me. All that matters is how I feel, how I am. I know myself. I know if I'm happy personally, I would not accept anybody else in my life that doesn't match me. If a person is in debt, we have nothing in common. If I don't care how fine she is. I don't care if she's got an awesome job. If she's in debt, we're not going anywhere. If she has problems, hey, yeah, you got to take care of those problems because I don't have any problems in my life. I have no problems, zero. Right? I don't let anybody disturb my happiness. Anybody that I invite in my life that disturbs my happiness, I exit them out of my life. See what I'm saying? Because I have discovered me. I have discovered happiness in myself. It all starts with you. Nothing or no one outside of you can make you happy. Only you can. Hello, Peggy. What's going on? Welcome. Let me see. They don't even know what to do with their wife. Amina, okay. Kevin says, does anybody have information on the young lady who started a GoFundMe for her student loans? Nope, I haven't seen anything like that. That's crazy. Hey, and I'm not, if you could start a GoFundMe and you can actually get people out there to pay for your student loans, that's one of the most brilliant, smartest things I've ever heard of, right? I didn't even think of that. I didn't think you can go start a GoFundMe and say, hey, I need somebody to help me pay my student loans. That's crazy. That's crazy. Awesome. I got to get my girlfriend to turn this AC off. It is freezing. Hold on for a second. You guys talk amongst yourself for a second here. All right, I'm back. So let me put this link up here. If anybody want to come up and ask some questions here. Thank you, by the way, Nicer, for putting that up. Let me see. Mecca says, how I'm thinking, which may be wrong, is the money I'm paying for rent I could put towards my debt to pay off sooner. I'm paying off debt aggressively, but I'm also saving too. Okay, so put it this way. Mecca. It's 100% mathematically impossible to save money and pay off debt at the same time. That's mathematically impossible. That's impossible. You cannot do that. That's impossible. There's no way in the world you cannot do that. You must pay off debt first. Once your debt's gone, that's the only way you can save money. You can't do both at the same time. That's impossible. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have for a house. Okay? There is no other way. Okay? So I suggest this. Always trust your math. Do the math yourself, Mecca. Do the math yourself, and then you tell me. If you can, and at that moment, you can either choose to believe your own math or you choose not to. If you choose not to believe your math, Mecca, the bank has a solution for you. The bank will have a way for you to buy a house while your finances are in the negative. Okay. I promise you, if you do it this way and you just wait, like you're not because I hear people always say that, hey man, I'm throwing my money away on rent. Well, you're not, because you have a place to live, right? The people that say that, the people that say, hey man, I'm throwing my money away on rent, right? The first question I ask, you gotta make sure you listen to the people that's saying that to you. If somebody tells you that, Mecca, hey, you're throwing away your money on rent, you ask them, do you have a mortgage? If they say yes, they're renting too. They're no different than you. You guys just have different landlords. You have a landlord that you might can go talk to. Their landlord is the bank. They're doing rent. And if you're not throwing away your money on rent because you have a roof over your head, you can't live anywhere in the US for free. If you know a place you can live free, please tell me. I would love to find out where that is, right? It's $99. $99, Kevin. $99. Any questions? Any other questions? If you're in the background listening, please don't be shy. You can jump on. You don't have to get on camera. You can throw your question up in the chat. Okay, you can throw your question up in the chat. If you want a consultation, right there, SavingsMinusDebt.com. Scrolling along the bottom there, you go over there. You can sign up, schedule yourself at the time that works best for you, and we can get started. Okay. Okay, you got me there. Okay, you got me. I didn't think about that. You're right, Shelter. Okay, Sharif, besides a shelter. Okay. Somebody always got something, somebody always figure out something to bypass what I'm saying. You know what I mean. All right, that's funny. I like that. That's pretty funny. All right. Mecca, can you move in with family to pay off debt faster like LJ did? Exactly. Yeah, and I'm not sure if you know, Mecca, but that's what I did. I moved out of my fancy high-rise apartment and moved in with my sister, but still, it still wasn't free. I moved in with my sister and paid half her mortgage, split it right in half, and it was still cheaper to live there than anywhere else. So it was all good. All right. Any questions? Any more questions? That was funny. That was really funny. You got me there, shelter for free. Okay. All right. You got me. All right. Mecca says, okay, so you're saying I have no money saved because I have debt. So basically every dollar I get, I'm supposed to throw in a debt. Put it this way, Mecca, and I'm saying this in a way so I can change your thinking. Okay. Every dollar you get, you have no choice but to pay off debt. So put it this way so you can understand, Mecca. I want you to hold $20 in your hand. Pull out $20 out of your pocket and hold it in your hand. Okay. And then I want you to go $20 minus your total debt equals how much money you really have in your hand. All right. Let me say that slowly one more time. Take a $20 bill, hold it in your hand. Then I want you to go $20 minus your total debt equals how much money you really have in your hand. Now, here's the glitch. Which one are you going to believe? Are you going to believe mathematics or your lying eyes? Okay, which one are you going to believe? This will put it in perspective because I want you to understand something else, Mecca. Money in any form, cash, cryptocurrency, gold, silver, doesn't exist as long as you are in debt. None of that exists. Stock market money, none of that exists. That's all an illusion. Okay. Ex-Fat Boy says, if one thing breaks in your house, you'll be wishing you was renting once you get the bill and you have to cut a check. Sure will. Your dream home will become a nightmare. Okay. Mecca says, no, I don't family I can move in with. Everybody out here bad. Right. So just keep doing what you're doing, Mecca. Okay. Your thinking process is good, but I don't want you to start thinking like unconscious slaves. Okay. Believing that they can save money while they're in debt. That's mathematically impossible. Everything I'm saying, I can 100% prove to be correct. Get out of debt. If you're working 70 hours a week, you take every single penny of that money and put it towards debt and get out of debt. Don't think about buying no house, especially in the middle of a worldwide, never seen before pandemic. Don't even think about that. Okay. Kevin says, Ex-Fat Boy Lifestyle, if your house is paid for and you have no debt, you'll have the money to pay for it. That's true. That is true. I think Ex-Fat Boy was probably saying that for people with mortgages. All right. That it's a nightmare. But if you're debt free, yeah, it ain't nothing. It's nothing. Sharif says, ever since I've been debt free, my blood pressure and stress level is much better because there is no pressure. People in debt, like when I was in debt, there's and if you're listening in the background, I want you to understand something. When you're in debt, there's a certain type of pressure that sits right in the middle of your forehead that you walk around with every single day. Thinking about debt, thinking about payment due dates, thinking about late charges if you don't get this payment in on time, blah, 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 right? Once you get out of debt, that no longer exists. There are no payment due dates anymore. You don't have to worry about late fees because you're not making payments. You don't have to worry about due dates. The more due dates you have, you guys don't understand this, but the more due dates you have, there is no way for you to keep up with all those due dates. That's impossible. What's up, Antoine? What's going on? Average sucks. Sure does. What's up, Dave Sincere? LJ? LJ was paying half his sister's mortgage. Okay, talking about me. That was the time when LJ was smoking that sheezy. According to the word on the street show was, hey, check this out. When I moved out of my fancy high rise and sold my Lexus and all that other stuff, I was smoking crack. I think I was shooting heroin one time. I think something was wrong with LJ, right? That he was 40 plus years old, renting a room out of his sister's house with driving an older vehicle. He had to been on something. I had to be smoking. LJ was carrying a hot pipe in his pocket everywhere he was going, Brillo pad, all that. Sonny the Great says, why do you say it's the bank's equity? What if the person sells the house? Okay, that's a great question. I see why you're asking that. And I'm going to make it very simple. Very simple. Because the bank owns the house. So it's the bank's equity. You can't put it this way, Sonny the Great. You can't own the equity in a house that you don't own. That's impossible. You can't own the equity in a house that you don't own. That's impossible. That's math. That's literally mathematically impossible. Sharif says, I think a condo is the worst investment because you're living in an apartment, you have a mortgage, you pay property taxes and maintenance fees. Yeah, me personally, I would never. I mean, if I owned a condo, it would be rented out. I wouldn't live there. When I get my house, I'm not going to have a homeowner associations. I'm not going to be in a place where there's about 50,000 homes stacked next to each other. Put it this way. Those housing communities with the homeowner association dudes. I mean, the houses are so close. Do an aerial view of one of those complexes and then look an aerial view of an actual apartment complex. They look exactly the same from the top because they are the same. Ex-Fat Boy says, you have to actually pay off a house. Most people never make it there. But buying a house when you're in debt is a poor decision. Being house poor isn't winning in my opinion. A mortgage is not buying, and I'm not just saying to you, Ex-Fat Boy, a mortgage is not buying anything. Okay, let's make sure that's straight right now. If you have a mortgage, you didn't buy anything. Okay, you're just renting from the bank. Okay, if you believe the equity is yours in a house you don't own, that's an illusion. That's a mathematical illusion. Okay, let's just make sure that's understood. Okay, this is what people are. When you're in debt, you cannot see what is called phantom income. Okay, a paid off house is one of the most best investments a person can ever make personally. If you have a paid off house, You have just eliminated the biggest expense that you will ever have in your entire life is your living expenses. Out of all of the millions of people paying rent and mortgage, now listen to me closely. Millions of people are paying either rent and or mortgage. Pay your house off. You will not have rent or mortgage for the rest of your life. You will be different than millions of people. Your paid off house will pay you back in dividends monthly. How? Because you will not have rent or mortgage like millions of people in America. I cannot make this more simple than yet millions of people, yet they cannot see it. They cannot see it. You have just eliminated the biggest expense out of your entire financial life for the rest of your life. It is so obvious that is the best investment you could ever do personally in your life, but yet millions of people can't see it. Crazy. Hyphy says, if it's your equity, why does someone have to limit the amount you can take out and charge you interest on the amount you take out? I know if it's your equity, why don't you just walk in the bank and say, hey man, give me the equity out of my house? Nah, man, I don't want to sign no papers. Approval for what? Interest? It's my money. Wait a minute. You're going to charge me interest on my equity because it's not your money. You got to borrow against your equity because it's not your money. That's why you're borrowing it. What's up, Jimmy's? Hey, LJ and SMD family. LJ, do you use pencil or pen? I use pen. I haven't used a pencil in a long time because I use a yellow pad and pen just works. I do a lot of writing on my yellow pad, so a pen just shows up better on the yellow pad. That's all. Kevin Jones says, yo, LJ, remember when you did your live on Omni? Okay, yeah. OmiCat, Hellcat, that brother is worth $50 million and he is North Philly, which is near me. He is brilliant. That's a smart dude. Okay. He's just, to see how he does things is smart. It's just, I think it's smart. I mean, I don't know what his finances really are. I know they say he's worth this and that. I have no idea. I don't know who he is. Unless I talk to him personally and see his personal credit report, that's when I'll believe him. But what I see on people's videos and their cars, that means nothing to me. I don't even like when I see because he's a dude that shows a lot of cars and clothes. Me, and this is the best way I can describe, and I swear to you guys, I don't see that stuff. Now, when they show the cars on the videos, I can physically see the cars. Okay, I'm not blind. I could see it, but I don't see them. They don't mean anything. It's just a car. That's just a house. That's just jewelry. I guess. I don't know. I just wonder when they show that kind of stuff, I just go, why are you showing me that stuff? That stuff means nothing. Income that is not taxed. See, that's alien speak. I'm not going to explain it. When Andre speaks, I want you guys to understand something. I'm not going to explain it. Okay. That's called alien speak. But that's called phantom income. Phantom income is not taxed. Hello, Peggy. What's going on? Welcome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why I'm getting feedback. Should I turn off something?
You got a microphone or some? You got some headphones that you can plug in?
Use my cam mic. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
You got to use a microphone. You got something to plug in your computer or something like that. That prevents feedback. Are you watching it on YouTube? Make sure you mute your YouTube so you don't.
Oh, I see.
When you're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go back.
Yeah, just mute your YouTube so you don't be playing at the same time. If the YouTube video is playing, mute the sound, then you can talk.
Okay, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, LJ. I'm new to the channel. Well, actually, I've been following you for about a year, but first time I've had the courage, I suppose, to participate. I want to disagree with what you said about bank equity. I think someone brought up it's the bank equity yours, and you said it was not.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to kind of get some clarification because I've owned 2 homes, and I on the first home I made about just on the equity I made about $25,000. And with that equity, I used it. My husband and we used it to buy our second home, and we sold. 15 years later, we sold that home with $250,000 of equity that we kept. The bank didn't keep that. We just paid the bank what we owed them, and so I think you know, a house is looked on both as an asset and a debt, and so that bank equity is the asset versus the debt of what you owe on the house, and also when you bought it. You know, kind of thing. There, you know, there's people that were upside down. I get that. There are people who bought when the market was really great. It depends on where you live. I know certain parts of the country, the Midwest, the houses there are much cheaper than where I live in California. So, you know, the equity might not be as great. Some of the more expensive states. But regardless, I think I disagree with you only because the bank equity. Yeah, they don't get the bank doesn't get the equity. The homeowner gets the equity when you sell the house, which is what happened with us. And I have to tell you, I didn't put down $200,000 of the house. We only put down $25,000 when we bought it 15 years prior, and we made 10 times that. Okay, but it was just the right time to sell and things like that. And so I agree with you. Trust me, LJ, I agree with you when you tell people, you know, pay off your house. Pay off your house. Yes, pay off your house, you know. But if your house is increasing in equity, what a lot of people do is they use that equity to put kids through college, to put their kids through college. They use that equity for retirement, you know. So I think there has to be a little bit of a balance on that. And then also the interest that you pay for the property helps to reduce your taxable income as far as tax planning. So I'm just trying to understand your line of thinking of why you think it's the bank's equity. I don't understand that. It's really my equity.
I keep hearing myself too. I'm not sure. Is there a way? You got a microphone in or anything like that? Because I keep hearing myself. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, I'll get one next time. I'm sorry.
Oh no, but okay. So first, I want to define what own means. Okay. So nobody gets a financed house on sale. That's number one. Nobody. Okay. So own means you paid for a house in cash. There's only one homeowner that's the person that pays cash for a house.
Agreed.
Anybody that has a mortgage is a loan owner.
Agreed.
Okay. So you cannot own the equity in a house that you don't own. You understand?
Okay.
Okay. That's not me saying that. That's mathematics.
And when you sell the asset, who gets the equity?
Who gets that? No, I'm starting from basics. Okay. I want to make sure everybody understands when the definition of buying a house. The only person that buys the house, the only person that gets the house on, like if you walked up to a house and saw the house was on sale, say like in California, say like there's a house on sale for $400,000. The only person that sale price applies to is the person that pays cash. Okay. Not the person that finances for 15 or 30 years. Okay. That the sale price of a house doesn't apply to people who get mortgages. That's according to mathematics. Did that make sense?
Okay.
Do you understand my logic when I say that?
Yes.
Okay. So the person that pays cash, if the house goes up in value at that point, the equity is owned by that person.
Right.
That pays cash. Okay. Now, if you get a mortgage on a house, the equity is not yours because you don't own the house. You understand?
Right.
That makes sense?
Right. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what I'm meaning.
Yes. Right. So if I buy a house for $400,000 or finance a house for $400,000,
okay.
you're
not paying $400,000. You're paying whatever that is, whatever it says in the back of your mortgage paperwork.
Right. I agree because yes, we did have to pay back the bank whatever was owed eventually, after 15 years, whatever that amount was. We did have to pay the bank that. We didn't get to walk away with that. And if we had, we would have had even more money.
Correct.
Yes, I see your point. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just speaking mathematics. It's not even me. It's just math. So I don't want people thinking that they own the equity in a house that they don't own. That's mathematically impossible.
Okay. Yeah, I see your point. However, however, I only put down $25,000 and took away.
When you say that, okay, let me make sure when you say that. When you say you only put down $25,000, what does that mean to you when you say that? What does that mean to you?
That was cash. I
understand. I'm saying when you put down $25,000, what does that mean to you when you say that?
It means that that was the deal that I had to make with the bank in order to get the rest of the money. That's what it means.
So that means instead of financing 100% of the house, you financed 75%, 80% of the house.
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah, at that time, I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want you to hear yourself when you say that, because putting down less is a bad thing.
Yes. Right. But in order to so do you consider mortgage interest deduction a bad thing?
Yeah. Why pay interest on something you don't even have to have in the first place? Why be happy getting a deduction on an interest loan on a loan you don't even have to have? But people are happy about getting deduction on paying something that they don't even have to pay.
Right. Well, I always think mortgage interest is an incentive to get people to buy houses. I mean, otherwise, a lot less people would buy a house, basically.
It is. It is an incentive for people to finance homes. That's how the banks make money. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then the third component is the asset. Okay, so the asset increased in value, and we were the house. The house that we lived in.
If you have a mortgage, it's not an asset.
No, it is an asset. Well, it's an asset and a debt.
No, you're paying. It's not an asset. You're paying.
So, but okay, then how do you explain the equity that we were able to take out of the house? I mean, we got a check for over $250,000. We got a check.
Because that's what you believe. How long did you pay on that asset? 15 years?
Yes.
You paid 15 years on one house. Now listen to how I'm saying it. You paid 15 years on one house. How much was the house? We bought it for
$300,000.
Okay, so let's say $300,000. So out of 15 years, you didn't make $300,000?
No, we sold it for $750,000.
No, let's forget that for a second. I'm just trying to say something to you.
Okay.
Out of 15 years,
right?
You didn't make $300,000.
Got it.
See what I'm saying?
I got it. Yes, because the equity went back to the partial of the equity went to the bank. I got it. I get what you're saying now. Okay. Yes.
Right, because I want, like, for example, when people go and say they go and get a 30-year mortgage on a $300,000 house, the first thing I say to a person, you're saying to the bank, "Hey, bank, I don't believe I'm going to make $300,000 out of 30 years of my life." See what I'm saying?
Yes. No, I see it perfectly. Yeah, the math. I see the math. Yes. Yes.
If you walked up with $300,000 cash and put down on the house, every single penny of that equity is yours.
was mine. Yeah,
Is yours.
that's
It
true.
would be yours. Would be.
That's true.
And it would pay you back every single month. You know why? Because you would not have rent or mortgage every single month for the whole 15 years you lived in that house.
Oh, I agree. I mean, the numbers don't lie. I see the numbers, but then how do you tell young people? How do you tell people in your audience to hope to have a whole place of their own? Because the houses are so expensive.
They're only expensive for people that need mortgages. When you get out of debt, you're not going to, put it this way. When you get out of debt, I don't care where you live. The sale price of a house will no longer matter to you. You don't care. That only applies to people who need mortgages.
That's true.
I don't care if they say, hey man, houses are expensive in California. For who? Who are you talking to? You're not talking to me. I don't care what I don't care what the house, because I'm gonna go get a foreclosure, a tax lien, somebody that can't afford their mortgage. Those are the prices I'm paying. You're no longer going to care the prices of the houses in California. You're not going to care because that's not what you're going to be paying. You're going to be buying from people in debt.
That's true. That's true. I agree.
Can you imagine how much profit you will make buying a house from a person in debt that can't afford the house that they're in? Can you imagine your profit? Oh my God. Okay, put it this way. Housing prices will matter only when you sell, never when you buy.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So when you come across people that say, hey, I'm a homeowner, when I come across people say, hey, I own my home, I say, do you have a mortgage? They say, yes. And then I stop listening to them. They're loan owners.
So you're saying, you're saying, as far as young people, and there's a lot of young people on this forum, you're saying basically do whatever you can to save what, 100,000, 200,000. Well, you can't get a house out here in California. Well, you could if you went inland or something for $200,000. But I mean, I know there's certain states you can.
No, you can anywhere in the United States of America, anywhere. There are more people in debt than not. 85% of Americans are in debt. There's always somebody that can't afford to pay their mortgage and going to lose their house because of taxes or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't really care what people in debt, the reason why they can't afford their house. And then you come along and pay for it in cash. That's it. It's not, you can't really see that when you're in debt. If a lot of people are happy to write off the interest on a mortgage that they don't even have to have, only people in debt do that.
True. Yes. True.
And they say it out loud. And they say it out loud. Oh, I'm so happy to write off the interest. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And if I can get young people to pay off a house early in their 20s, guess what? They will never have a rent or mortgage for the rest of their life. They have just eliminated the biggest expense that they will ever have in their entire life. They've eliminated it. They will never have it.
And I agree. I agree. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. You're right. And I like the analogy you made about the sum of money that we received seemed like an awful lot of money. Mm-hmm. But you're right. We did live there 15 years paying whatever the mortgage was. And most of it went to interest, actually.
Mm-hmm. and several people refinanced their house several times and get two mortgages on one house, totally forgetting why they needed the first mortgage, and it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. For the bank, it does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I love the conversation. Thank you.
You're welcome, Peggy. I appreciate you jumping on and asking those questions because it's important. I really enjoy those kind of conversations.
Okay.
You still there? Did I lose you? Okay, I think she got off. All right, cool. Wow, that was nice. I like that. I love that. All right, let me put this link up there. All right, let me see. You guys have been yip-yapping in there too. And let me catch up. Let me see. Okay. Okay, we talked about that. X-Fat-Boy says, Omni is in a Hellcat is selling an image. Yes, he is. I personally don't believe anything he says. It's like watching rappers brag about rented jewelry. I think he's just he's very good at what he does. You know, I'm not knocking it for his business. What's up, Gold? What's up, Mike? Mike says, I need that courage. Kevin says, Omi, I think it's Omni, whatever his name is, made his fortune selling TV streaming servers where you can get a, yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that. Fat Boy says, you pay 15 years of mortgage plus maintaining your house. You didn't make $200,000 in profit, but yes, if you bought and sold at the right time, you make profit. It's a, you know, people just make it more complex than what it is. All you got to do is apply mathematics to it, and if you remove the bank from everything in your life, your financial life becomes so less complex. You don't have to worry about interest, payments, and all this other crazy stuff. It's crazy. Sonny the Gray says, you can sell the bank's house and use the home equity to buy your next house in cash. Is my math right? You can sell the bank's house and use the home equity to buy your next house in cash. I guess. I guess. You get the remainder. That's the best way to say it. Whatever you sell the house. I mean, put it this way. If you sell your house after 15 years, right? 15, 30 years, and you got some change left over after selling it, if you believe that's a profit, I mean, I know you believe if they hand you a check and the check is for 100,000 or 50,000 and you can go and cash it and you believe it's profit, I guess. I don't know, you know. Nicer says question. Oh, she's for Peggy. Okay. I didn't see that's too late, but hopefully she can answer that within the chat. For sure, Antoine, for sure. I know. You know what? And this is what I like. As I'm talking to Peggy, I want you guys to listen to the pauses. Pauses are very important. Pauses mean people get it, right? They understand it, and they get it because they know there is no way around mathematics. There is no way. No matter how many you try, no matter how many angles you go, it always comes back to mathematics. Math is never ever wrong. And I promise you, young people, okay, put it this way: math is timeless. Math doesn't care how old you are. 1 + 1 = 2. So say, for example, if I said, hey, everybody, 1 + 1 = 2. Nobody's going to say, hey, LJ just knows it's 2 because he's 50. That doesn't make any sense, right? It just doesn't make any sense. If you trust math, you will be rich. Always trust mathematics. Always. She's breaking a chain. She is, for sure. She paid $300,000 over 15 years, $25K down. I'm guessing $1,500 a month for mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Look at all that complexity. Oh, this and that, and put the interest and this and that. Hey, man, sale price of a house does not matter to people with mortgages. That's a trick. If you need a mortgage and you find a house on sale somewhere, they're not talking to you. That sale price that you see, that sign that's stuck in the yard, that's only for people who pay cash. Okay? That's a trick. That's a mathematical trick. Sonny says, LJ, no offense, but you deflect when people make a valid points on about home equity. Hey, man, if that's it. First of all, Sonny, that doesn't offend me because I know my math is correct. As long as my math is right, why would I be offended? It doesn't, and I'm not taking it personally, what you say. And I know why you're saying that. It's not a deflection. Okay. It's mathematics. And I get it. I get why people respond like that. I totally get it. I get it. It's not a deflection. It's mathematics. And if you believe those are, Sonny, if you believe those are valid points when it comes to equity, because you guys believe the same thing. That's why you believe it. That's why you think it's a valid point, because you guys believe the same things. That's okay. That's cool. That's really cool. I mean, I get it. But I'm never wrong, ever. I'm never wrong. Math is always on my side. And I'm not bragging. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. All I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Anybody listen to this. If my math is right, I'm right. It's a hard pill to swallow. Please don't get me wrong. It's a very hard pill to swallow. All these years you've been told if you finance a house, the equity is yours in that house. I totally get it. I get why it's a hard pill to swallow, but let me make sure it's clear. You can't own the equity in the house that you don't own. That's impossible. How are you going to not pay for a house and then believe that equity in the house is yours? That doesn't even make any sense. Kevin says, people make money so difficult, and it's not that difficult. It's easy. Debt matrix be fucking people mind up for real. But listen, I want you guys to understand something. We need the majority of the people to believe that they do own the equity in the house they do not own. That's very important. That's very important. That's very important for people to finance the house, pay for a house for 15 to 30 years, then sell it and believe they made a profit. That is very, very important to the economy. Put it this way. If the banks kicked out everybody out of the house that had a mortgage, the housing market would crash. That would crash. Most people are broke. Shout out to Mike Rambo for the $5 super chat. This conversation just reaffirmed that LJ is a mini god when it comes to debt. I feel like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even bragging. It feels awesome to know that I'm always right because of mathematics. But at the same time, I love this system. I love the system. The system favors no one. I take that back. The system favors those who believe in mathematics. The system is against those who do not believe in mathematics. So great question, Sonny, but I want you to understand something. It doesn't offend me because my math is right. Show me your credit report. That's it. Most people are in debt. Most people are unconscious slaves. That's okay, and that's cool. People not broke, they money stupid. You know, it's just they're unconscious. I don't really even talk negative about people like that. I just don't. I just say they're just unconscious. Unconscious slaves just don't believe in mathematics. Put it this way. If you believe it takes 30 years to pay off a $300,000 house, that's a whole different problem. That's like a self-confident problem. You don't believe you can make $300,000 in 30 years? $300,000. You don't believe you can make that in 30 years. That's a whole different problem. Like people talk about first and second mortgages. People have two mortgages on one house. They get second mortgages, totally forgetting why they needed the first. That makes absolutely no sense. And they say it out loud in front of people. Hey man, yeah, I pulled out a second mortgage on a house, and then I took that money and put it down on another property that I got. You can't say this to a slave. Wait a minute. You borrowed the bank. Check this out. You borrowed some more money from the bank on the bank's house, and then you took that money and put it down on another house. They always say put it down, and so they got another loan on another house they don't own, using the bank's money to. They use the bank's money to purchase another house owned by the bank. They don't even know what they're saying. And then they believe they own, listen, then the unconscious slaves believe they own two properties with money that they didn't even have. That makes absolutely no sense. They walk around, oh yeah, man, I own two properties. I own that house. You own, what do you mean you own? You got a mortgage on them? Yeah, you don't own nothing. I just want to go, shut up. Stop saying that out loud. You don't know how many people are around you. Stop saying things like that. I absolutely love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. Those of you that hearing me, the younger you are, if you listen to what I'm saying, because I wish to fucking God somebody would have told me this when I was in my 20s. If you listen to what I'm saying, All you got to do is trust your own math and you will be rich. You notice I don't cuss that much. When you hear me cuss, that means it's very, very important what I'm saying to you. Trust your own math and you will be rich. Put this out. Don't invest in anything outside of a paid off house. Eliminate the biggest expense that you will ever have in your entire life, and your life will remain free and cheap. You can live anywhere in the United States of America. Don't believe houses in California are more expensive. Don't believe San Francisco costs this. No, that's only for slaves. Only slaves believe that. That's a belief. When it's time for you to sell, hey, if they believe houses in California are expensive, let them pay for it. Hey, you buy a house from a slave for dirt cheap, and then you sell it to slaves that believe it's expensive to live in California. Same place in New York, wherever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can live anywhere in the United States that I want, that I choose, because I'm going to buy my property from slaves. Go Professor says, the problem is that the system needs people to remain locked in. They need people to keep the mining going. Yeah, they can't. Put it this way, Gold. I'm all for the system. The economy would not go. It would not work without slaves. We need slaves. Just like Peggy was saying, she was like, hey, we can write off the interest. We need slaves to believe and be happy that they're writing off interest on something that they don't even have to have in the first place. That's important. That is very, very important. We have slaves that are happy to write off the interest off their student loans on their taxes. That sounds absolutely insane to me. You mean you don't even have to have a student loan, but you're happy to write off the interest off your taxes on something that you don't even have to have? I absolutely love this system. And you guys you go bigger than this. This system was a thought in somebody's head. Somebody invented this. Somebody said, hey, man, I'm going to come up with a system and make people feel like they're owners of something that they don't even own and be happy to write off the interest on it off their taxes. That's amazing to me. Kevin says, which SMD family member is next to interview? I want to volunteer. Hey, then it's you. Email me, man. Let me know. We can schedule it up, man. We can do it. Andre says she should have had 3 homes in that time. Exactly. And Peggy, I want you to be successful. When I'm talking like this, I'm not talking down to you. I'm not saying you're dumb. I'm not saying any of that. I just want you to hear me. If you trust your own math, you will be rich. There is something, those of you that are listening to me, and I promise you this, and Andre can attest, when you're in debt, you're missing a huge, gigantic, ginormous piece of the financial puzzle. You're missing something. It's called phantom income. It's only phantom to those whom are in debt. You get out of debt, you will live in a whole different financial world. You will clearly see nothing is expensive. Nothing. That's an illusion too. That's all an illusion. You don't have any equity if your net worth is a negative number. Nope. Equity is an illusion if you're in a negative. Cherie says, LJ, what about things you can't avoid, like taking out loans to pay medical bills? Well, I just have medical insurance, so I don't really have to take out loans to do that. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You just get medical insurance. I mean, there are certain situations. Maybe you get hurt. Maybe you get hurt with no insurance. Like, put it this way. If I was out and about and I had no medical insurance and I got in a bad accident and I got into $750,000 in medical bill, you know what I would do? I go file bankruptcy. Chapter 7, eliminate it. See it. You think I'm paying that? I'm not paying that. Chapter 7 bankruptcy. 3 homes in 15 years. Teach me how. You can. That's easy. It's not hard, Amina. Oh, shout out to A. Kirkland Dorsey for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Put it this way, Sharif. Once you get out of debt, there will be no surprises. You will not have things that pop up on you and catch you in debt. That won't happen. Andre said it should have taken 5 to 7 years for the average person to pay down a home. 5 to 7 years. This is what you don't see when you're in debt. You don't really realize that taxes can help you pay off your house faster when you're not in debt. Taxes. When you're not in debt, taxes are your friend. They're not your enemy. Taxes are only enemy to people in debt. When you're not in debt, taxes are your friend. Taxes can help you pay off your house. Jump on the Discord at 4. Are you going to be talking today, Andre? I didn't know if you are or not. Kevin says, LJ, your Seahawks are kicking Atlanta Cross Falcon ass. My Seahawks. Hey, how many of you guys know that I did a commercial with Russell Wilson? How many of you guys know that? I did a commercial with the quarterback of Seahawks back in 2015. Nice dude. Nice young man. Okay, cool. All right. If I want to make it there at 4, I'm going to have to hurry up with this thing because I got a couple things to do here. Kevin Joe says, just did the math on that $30,000 over 30 years is $10,000 per year. Oh, you must have made 300. Okay, you meant to say 300,000. Gotcha. Okay. Ain't that crazy? Do it like that. $10,000 a year. But I want people to understand the bigger thing. If a house costs $300,000 and it takes 30 years, I want you're saying to yourself, if you sign on the dotted line for the bank for $300,000 over 30 years, you're saying to yourself, I don't believe I will ever make $300,000 out of 30 years of my life. It says, after I pay off this student loan, I'm headed for that house. Only got 10,000 left. And Amina, if you get a paid off house, see, put it this way, Amina, once you pay off your debt, you go see a person like Andre, right? Andre, Cosmic Wisdom. You say, tell me the best way, because right now it's okay especially at your age to get a mortgage, but there's only one type of mortgage to get, and you want to get that information from the right person. I promise you, if you can get a house without a mortgage, that's a possibility too. But I'm just saying, you're young enough. It won't matter if you got a mortgage at your age. Okay. But if you get it the right way, you pay the mortgage off fast, you will never have rent or mortgage for the rest of your life. Do you know how fast your money will stack if you don't have to pay rent or mortgage? Oh my God. There you go, right there, Kevin. Right there. There's my email. There we go. Okay. Andre says, and you will have a negative tax rate to boot. This is what it sounds like to a lot of people back there. Okay, when Andre speaks and you don't speak alien, this is what it sounds like. Wah 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 wah. That Charlie Brown teacher voice. Catch the Discord server. Hey, Hyphy, if you're in the room, I don't know if you already did. Can you post the Discord server? You or Nicer, so people can catch that at 4. You don't want to miss that, man. Andre be tossing up some good Cosmic. All those guys be tossing up some good info for free. You ain't gonna get this kind of information. This alien speak. This is alien financial information that you can get for free. Okay, but you must be debt free. You must create the foundation of you first. Else you're not going to understand. I promise you, you're not going to understand anything they're saying if you're in debt. Okay, don't worry about what they're saying. If you're in debt, if you don't believe, put it this way: if you have a student loan and you don't believe you're going to ever pay off your student loan, don't worry about what they're saying. Don't worry about what Cosmic's saying. Don't worry about what Andre's saying. If you don't believe you'll pay off a student loan, don't worry about anything they're talking about, because it's not going to apply to you. What's up, CM? What's going on? Ravens 31, 6 and 6. Look at the man. So you guys are sports fans, man. I don't even watch sports. What's up, man? What's going on? Hey, it was nice to see. I saw that you jumped on my Instagram, man. It was nice to see the put a face to the name, man. I was looking at your Instagram. Pretty cool, man. You better, hey, Amina, you have no idea the type of SMD family members you got next to you right now. You have the advantage. I promise you. How do you sign up for the members only site? I'll post that in there. I thought you was already signed up, Antoine. I could have swore you was already signed up. Let me put it there. 1 second here. Member monetization. Let me get the link. I'm gonna post it right now. Now, I don't want you to don't get mixed up with Andre's gonna be talking on the Discord server, not the members only site. The members only site is different. That's when I talk about alien, my thoughts and different alien things in the member only site. Okay, so here's the YouTube members only link. So if you want to go there, and okay, Nicer already posted. Thank you, Nicer. Okay, here's the Discord server. Cosmic post that in there. If you guys want to get valuable information, you guys should get on at 4 o'clock. Okay, I don't see the way I'm talking on YouTube. I don't talk like that. I'm a listener, just like everybody else on there, because that's a whole different realm. I'm a listener. I'm gathering knowledge. Okay. Thank you, Cosmic. Much appreciated. Mecca says, okay, I'm not going to buy that house off the auction. The only debt I have is student loans, but it seems like it's going to take forever to pay off. Put it this way, Mecca. Okay. I want you to understand something. If you walked into the bank with student loans that are old and you're asking for a mortgage, the bank is going to take full advantage of you. Okay. Because it's not their responsibility to teach anybody mathematics. Because they know if you don't believe in yourself that you could pay off a student loan, they know for a fact that you're never going to pay off a house, and they're going to take advantage of you. They do it every day. And Mecca, I'm saying this to you because I don't want them to take advantage of you. They're not. And when I say take advantage of you, the bank is not doing anything evil. They're not bad. They're not being mean to anybody. They're about business. Business. If they turn, and put it this way, Mecca, if the bank turned down mortgages to everybody that had student loans, the housing market would crash. If the bank said, oh, no, sorry, man, your student loans are older than your children. Sorry, we're not going to give you a mortgage. The housing market would crash. Sharif says, L, I think people take out debt because most people don't have patience. Exactly. That's how money is made. Hey, man, I'm not okay. I know you guys, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but we need slaves. Okay. Hey, man, if you get a mortgage and believe you're a homeowner, we need you. Thank you. Hey, man, when I get on social media and I see all these people holding up keys to their new house, you know what I say to myself? Thank you. If you think you became a homeowner in the middle of a worldwide pandemic and you're showing it all on social media, thank you. We need you. What's up, NC Biggs? What's going on? Oh, Amina be killing me, man. She be killing me. I think she got with him because I think that's NC Biggs is Amina's fiance because she got him on it because NC Biggs hands out phone plans. See, a lot of people don't know that. If you want a free phone plan, you want to pay for your phone. Hey, man, NC Biggs is handing them out like hotcakes. Inside joke, people. That's an SMD joke. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's not really doing that. I'm joking. Kevin says NC and NJ make good matches. I'm really from New York. Just live here a long time. I'm really from. Okay. You made a good choice, NC Biggs. So any questions? All right, we're going, we're almost 2 hours. Okay, we're gonna cut this off here pretty soon. What time is it? It's 3:24. Okay, yeah, we're gonna cut this off in about 5 minutes because it's 4 o'clock is the when Andre and Cosmic, other SMD family members are gonna be talking. All right. Oh, that's join. I did that again. All right, I didn't mean to do that. If there's any other questions before we get out of here, because I got a couple things to do myself. You got any questions of me? I appreciate today's Q&A was good. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy when people like Peggy come up. Hey, I disagree with that. That's awesome. I want to talk like that. That's important. You know, I really do. And I hope I didn't offend anybody to I mean, not offend, but be afraid to talk, you know, to ask questions. You know, I really appreciate it. Any other questions before we go? Here is my Cash App one more time, because people always ask me when I don't put it up there, hey man, what's your Cash App? And then I'm like, damn, I forgot to post it again. Yeah, man, Mecca, I want you to win, man. I want you to get away from saying things like, oh man, my student loan is going to take forever to pay them off. You have no choice. If you believe it's going to take you forever to pay off student loans, that's a different problem. Whatever the total amount of your student loans is, what you're saying is this. If you don't pay them off, you're saying this to yourself, Mecca. I don't believe out of my whole life that I'll be able to pay off those student loans. That's what you're saying to yourself. That's a different problem. Then you got to ask yourself, how come I don't believe I'm going to make enough money working 70 hours a week? How come I don't believe I'll be able to pay off student loans? That's what you're saying. Because right now, Mecca, you're looking at housing prices. When you think about buying a home, you're looking at the prices of home of where you live, because you believe the value of a home is according to where you live. That's only for slaves. Once you get out of debt, it won't matter where you live. It won't matter the value. None of that applies to you when you're not in debt. Because you're not going to care the sticker price of a house. Hey, these houses are going for this price in this area. For who? People with mortgages? People that need mortgages? Yeah. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. Peggy says, just to follow up, I am debt free, pay cash for my car, vacation, etc. And I invest so I can retire early because I changed my behavior and attitude. Listen to LJ. Thank you, Peggy, for clarifying that. I appreciate it. Debt free is the only way to be. Okay. Sub Lee Scott. Kevin says, I have a question, LJ. I understand everything you're saying, even some of the alien language, but since I am a conscious slave, should I keep quiet or what? When you say keep quiet, what do you mean? Talking to unconscious slaves? What do you mean by keep quiet? What do you mean by that? You can't, if you're saying you can't call yourself a slave, period, around unconscious slaves, because they're going to wonder why you're calling yourself a slave, because they don't know they're slaves. They're unconscious. So they're going to take offense to being called a slave. Right? You can't talk to unconscious slaves. They have no idea what you're saying. And when you say alien, I'm an alien. Other SMD family members, they don't know we exist. They don't know we're walking around talking and we're mingling amongst them. They don't know we're here. Unconscious slaves have no idea we exist. Now, conscious slaves like yourself, you know we're here. But unconscious slaves, they have no idea we aliens exist. They have no idea that conscious slaves exist. You can't walk up to an unconscious slave and say, hey, man, I'm a conscious slave. They're going to look at you like, well, why are you calling yourself a slave? What's wrong with you? I love being an alien. I love it. I absolutely love it. Put it this way, Kevin. When I started the SMD channel, I was talking to myself on lives for a year to myself. I didn't care because I knew what I was speaking was the truth. And I knew eventually people were going to hear me. So I just kept on doing it, kept on. And voila, SMD channel's born. SMD family is born. If you want to be free, if you want to be financially free for the rest of your life and you don't want to sugarcoat it, you come here. We will give you the correct advice from every single angle possible, all justified by mathematics, because your foundation is solid. Have you noticed, like, unconscious slaves, they always talk about cushion. Oh man, I need to put this money away so I can have a good cushion for retirement. For aliens, you're like, why you want a cushion when you should have a solid foundation? Are you going to build your house on a cushion? You know, you can't talk like that to slaves. They have no idea what you're talking about. Hey man, I need a good cushion. Cushion? No, man, I'm talking about a foundation. Thank you, everyone. It's 2 hours. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Another successful Q&A Sundays. I hope you guys will go to the Discord server at 4 o'clock. Get some valuable information. Now, you guys know who follow me. I only talk about personal finances. I do not go outside of personal finances. These guys will help you outside of personal finances. Okay. They will help you on the next level. Okay. But you must understand the language, because you're not going to understand a word they're saying. I promise you. If you're in debt, you're not going to understand it. If you're making, put it this way, if you're making payments, if you think it's normal to make cell phone payments, like payments on an actual cell phone, you're not going to really understand what they're talking about, because you're making payments on a cell phone. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, enjoy your evening, and I will see you over at the Discord server. See you later.